I have spent dang near my entire life trying to find a solution to anxiety, but to no avail. In fact, I have almost given up on the notion that a cure actually exists. But if there's one thing that I have learned about anxiety throughout this life, it is that anxiety is a battle royale. Let me explain. Depending on your familiarity with the term battle royale, you may be thinking of one of two things right now. For the wrestling variety, you may be thinking of this chaotic struggle for the center of the ring. 30, 50 wrestlers at a time just beating the crap out of each other, all for control of the center of the ring. And while yes, anxiety is quite that, a chaotic struggle, that's not the battle royale I am talking about. So there's another form of battle royale, and I'm sure some of you nerds out there are familiar with the one that I'm talking about. It is the video game genre battle royale. I'm talking about Fortnite. I'm talking about Call of Duty Warzone. I'm talking about Apex Legends. Yes, we're talking about the infamous battle royale genre of video games. So all these games are very similar in style. They've got this very similar game mechanic. The last one standing wins. So in order to get everyone into the same center of the ring, the map becomes smaller. So while the physical map does not become smaller, the playable map becomes smaller. It shrinks. And in order to get the playable map smaller, there is some sort of external force. Whatever you call it, the storm, the circle, the ring, it suits the same purpose. It is to bring everyone inwards into a smaller playable space so they can fight till the end. So at first it hurts a little, you can deal with it, and then at the end, it hurts a lot. This mechanic might as well have been taken from an anxious person's playbook. In fact, I know firsthand that this is what it's like to live your life with anxiety. All right, so back when I was in college, I had a part-time job and I was going to school, and things seemed chill, right? I was anxious naturally, but I was dealing with it. It was all right. Well, over time, the anxiety continued, and I figured in order to escape the anxiety, I would quit the part-time job. I would just focus on school. So I quit the job. Little did I know that my circle had shrunk, okay? So then I was taking school. I was going to classes full-time, and I thought, you know what, this is kind of challenging. I think I'm going to just start going to class part-time. Once again, my circle shrunk. Okay, so then I'm going to class part-time. Sooner, before I realize it, class gets too hard for me. I can't go to class anymore. I'm having panic attacks in the classroom. So I stopped going to class. Okay, my circle shrunk again. We're in the dead center right now. And that's a place where a lot of people may find themselves. This increasingly small circle. The ring will close on you if you let it. So before I know it, I'm living at home. I'm afraid to leave the house. In fact, I don't really leave my room. My circle was at the very smallest, and I was the last man standing. But somehow, I had lost. What's up with that? So I was at the end game. Every time I tried to leave, the circle hit me. My anxiety hit me, and I got hurt, right? And it hurt a lot. So that's pretty much what anxiety does, right? It shrinks your bubble if you let it. It makes life harder. It makes everything harder. And sooner, before you know it, it's going to prevent you from living the life that you want to live. It makes you live this life that is almost deemed unlivable. And that's what it does to you. That's what it does. Okay, so the most important part is that no matter how many times you go out into the storm, no matter how much it hurts, no matter how many times you have to battle it, you will not die. And not only that, when you go out into the storm itself gets weaker. It's amazing. It's something that can change your entire perspective. You can fight back the storm. In fact, you can fight back and you can win. So at first it's going to hurt. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be painful. But it is going to build your tolerance and your confidence. All right, so what I've just described to you is essentially agoraphobia, an anxiety disorder that has you fearing for control, okay? It's something I've struggled with for most of my life. And these games are the perfect metaphor for anxiety and agoraphobia. I mean, think about it. You're afraid to go to the grocery store, right? So, and mind you, you have to do it purposefully, and you have to know that you're doing it with the sole purpose of exposing yourself. And I'll keep using that word, exposure. I hate it. But you know what? It's important to do. And you have to set yourself up for success. You got to change your life so you're ready to take the bull by the horns when it's time, okay? And you need to be ready for it. So that's something we're going to prepare for in this master class for success, right? I don't think I had good posture. First, you need to have good posture. So straighten yourself up. So I don't have the solutions or the answers on how to get outside of your house, no. But I do have some tidbits of wisdom that I've learned along the way. And I figure I would like to share them because currently I'm fighting the storm myself. And that's what we're all about here. I want you to see that it's possible. So today we are going to step outside and we are going to look at the birds. And we're going to show the world that we can fight back the ring, even though it hurts. Because we have the confidence that in the end, we are going to win. And that is the most important part. And that is what I want you to take from this video, is we're going to beat the pants off of this ring. You heard it. You heard it here first. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Check me out on YouTube. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Oh God, this sucks. Doesn't suck that bad, but it does suck. There are an incredible amount of bees outside. Before you start fighting the ring, you probably are going to have to practice fighting the bees. I think I just saw Andrew Tate.